arrives in 2,000-pound boxes from the slaughterhouse and is mixed together by the ton.
This is a combo bin of meat. A combo bin is 2,000 pounds approximately of meat that's coming in from a boning facility where they take it off the carcass and put it into here.
The meat in these boxes comes from many different animals and many different places.
Many different animals.
Some is even from overseas. All of it is ground together to make the juicy hamburger Americans love. Hamburger used to be the scraps left over from butchering just one cow. But a significant change has occurred. Now, parts of many cows are blended together by the ton.
If we take the meat from one animal and grind it up and make ground beef from just one animal, we're including only the bacteria from one animal. But if we take the meat from 1,000 different animals and grind that together, we're...
So explain this to me. How many different cows would be in one burger?
And make ground beef from just one...
Many cows are blended together by the ton.
If we take the meat from one animal and grind it up and make ground beef from just one animal, we're including only the bacteria from one animal. But if we take the meat from 1,000 different animals and grind that together, we're pooling the bacteria from 1,000 different animals as well.
So explain this to me. How many different cows would be in one burger?
Well, I suspect that there are hundreds or even thousands of animals that have contributed to a single hamburger.
Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great milestone. Peace and salutation to the for the dead. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. As you can see here on the little video here, right? This little video I'm doing here is going into the food industry, you know, the things that they put in the food for us to eat, you know, the kind of the texture, the food these days that we get in, right? You know, look at this video here, right? This is just to show proof, right? What this devil is be doing, right? Esau Edom, right? Using different meats, cutting up different meats, right, from a boning facility to add to your burger patties, right, and also to your sausages and these different things, right, and it also have human flesh, right, which is them little children is be going missing. Every year there's have a couple of thousands of children missing, right, where them Illuminati and, you know, they doing their rituals and them bullshit and thing, you know, and then they getting rid of the bodies in these kind of places, right? Because the one of the Edomite fellas, I forget his name, Abraham Finkelstein, right? He had came out in public and he said that, right? He came out, he had an interview with someone and he came out and he said that, right? Salakia for the little background noise, right? And this is the kind of wickedness this devil does, right? Let's see if I could get another video.
We just placed our last $90 order, and guess what? Without any warning, they've changed the formula on the bread, new and improved. Well, we were quite excited, although we liked the old one. We said, well, hey, if it's new and improved, let's go for it. So we tried toasting it, and it toasted up pretty good. I buttered it. It buttered up pretty good. But by golly, when you tried to eat it, you knew it wasn't going to digest. There was something terribly wrong with it. My wife spit hers out. She says, it's a sponge. Well, let me just show you. Come here with me. Got a little piece of bread. First thing I did was I got it all wet. I wrung it out. I put it there on the, and look at it. It's still the same piece of bread. So I thought, well, maybe it takes hot water. So I got real hot water, and I really sponged it up. Whoa! It's still a piece of bread. You know, with this $90 order that we just had come in, and we found out we couldn't eat it. I thought, well, we better find out something that we can do with it. I don't want to waste it. We do raise pigs, but I wasn't about to feed it to the pigs. I didn't want to chance losing any of those animals. So I've just been experimenting a little bit. Maybe get a little ketchup spill on your counter.
Good. Alright, so you see in that part there, right? What kind of different products they're giving people to eat, right? Let's see if I can get the next one. Alright, now these is just some photos I have here. Things that we're not supposed to be eating, right? As the scripture talk about, right? Now the scripture speak about it. The book of Leviticus, you know, the book of Leviticus 11. It goes in, 11 and 20. It goes into the creatures that we're not supposed to be eating, right? The stuff that that is unclean to us, right? Leviticus 13, Salakia 11 and 13, right? That also goes in to the stuff that we're not supposed to eat, like from the sea and the river, right? Because it only have certain animals out there that we're supposed to actually eat, right? And these are the stuff that I'm showing you is unclean to us, right? But we saw Edom, he does what he does is show these things, right? And post it up on advertisements, right? Make it look juicy and nice for you to eat, for people to come to, right? This is is your bacon, your pork, right? That's such a nastiness. This is something also we're not supposed to be eating. Swine flesh, right? And a lot of you all like to be gobbling down this on Christmas Day and other special days, or sometimes for the whole week or eating it, right? This here is octopus, where it is Moab, which they are the Chinese, right? The Chinese, the Japanese, these people, they like to eat these kind of things. And Jake now will see these things and want to go and try it, right? Right? Yeah, your shrimps, your calamari, which is a squid, but they mix it up with some corn, right? You have the mussels, right, which is the clams, right, your crab, all these different things. Everything here on this plate here is unclean, right? The only thing on this plate here that is actually clean is the corn, right? But by cooking all them things and mixing it up with that flavor of the seafood, you're going to be eating basically seafood, right? Which is unclean to you, right? These kind of food is the only things you're supposed to eat is anything with fins or scales, right? And none of these things have fins or scales, right? Because the other day I was working in the kitchen and I was working with a co-worker, and I was explaining to her that shrimps is unclean, right? But they brought in the shrimps to clean it themselves, and I gave them the rundown about it, right? I gave them the rundown about it, and what I told them is that the shrimps doesn't have scales and it does not have fins, right? Gills, it don't have those things. She looked at me and she told me, no, look, she pointed out the shell to me and telling me that the shell is a scale. I said, no, that is a shell, that is completely different to a scale, right? And that's just to show you how our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? Slakia, right? Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Just here they're showing you how it is to clean it, right? The lobster, right? This is also unclean to us, right? And these are things that Esau like to do, post it up, put it up in a way for you to look mouth watering to you, you know. Even Jake taking part of this, right? The burger, right? And as we saw with the burger parties, right? We saw with the burger parties, the right, as I showed you in the video earlier on with the grinding of the meats. Look how they grind up the meats, right? And these are the outcome you're getting, right? To bind it, to hold it, and who knows, it have pork and all these things in this, right? It have pork in these things too, right? And then they had the bacon with Esau doesn't go without, right? All these things are unclean, right? So the best way you could say you could get best ground beef is if it is you're minding your own cow. You know, you slaughter it and you grind it up yourself for you to know that that is authentic beef, right? But other than that, once you're buying it from the supermarket or from anybody else out there, right? These are the things they're giving you, right? Unclean stuff mixed with the clean. Now you have another sandwich here, right? It look like chicken or probably beef also, and it has shrimps on top of it, right? Right, as they do these things and they give you it, as I say in the advertisement, and highlight these things and tell you it is the best, come taste it, right? Now let's get into some scriptures. Right? This is the book of Deuteronomy 14 and 7. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of. Salakia. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the clove, the clove hoof, right? As the camel, right? And the hare, and the coney. The coney going into, if you're going to coney, you'll see a rabbit, right? But they didn't put rabbit here now, coney, right? For they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof, right? Therefore they are unclean unto you, right? And these same animals is the same animals that Esau Edom like to eat, the so-called white man, right? If you pay attention to how they eat, you know how they eat the steak always bloody, rare, right? Right? Look at our image here, right? With the different temperatures of the meat, right? The rear at the bottom, you could see how rare it is, right? It's like if it is you cut somebody, if you get a cut, if you fall, you get a cut and thing. Look how your white man is look. The white man started to get a bloody rare, you know, you cut somebody, you cut a chicken, you cut any meat or anything like that. This is how it look. And this is how these devils eat their stuff, right? And if you is a so-called Israelite, right? And you participating in this, the most I could tell you, the one on top, the well, you know, the well done is the closest you could go, right? Because we're not supposed to be eating the blood, right? We're not supposed to be eating the blood or any meat, right? So you see in it here, medium rare, medium well, right? Well, this well also have some blood in it, right? But well done is the best you could go to see, right? Now going back to the scripture here. It reads here, and the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean, right? The swine is the pork, right? The pork is also unclean unto us, right? It is unclean unto you. Yea, Salaki, ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass, right? So we're not supposed to be eating these kind of things, right? Right, going back into the swine flesh, right? If you check it out here, these are things that we're not supposed to be even touching, right? You kill the carcass, that you're not even supposed to touch the carcass itself. This is just disgusting, right? These things are just disgusting. And these are the things that you saw Edom say, well, you know, you could eat it, right? Moving down, Deuteronomy 14 and 10. And whatsoever has not fins and scales, ye may not eat. It is unclean unto you, right? And every creeping thing, this is Deuteronomy 14 and 19, and every creeping things that flieth is unclean unto you. They shall not be eaten, right? They shall not be eaten. There are certain birds that we're not supposed to eat, you know, the kobo, we just call it in Trinidad, you know, that the vulture, right? That the ones that eat the dead carcasses on them, right? Them similar to the pig, right? All these different unclean animals is scavengers, right? This is a scavenger, this catfish is a scavenger, right? The swine flesh, you know, the swine, the pork is a scavenger, right? The octopus is a scavenger, the squid is a scavenger, right, the squid is a scavenger, you know. All these different animals that you see on the plate here that is cooked, they are scavengers, you know. The Lord created them to clean the sea, to clean the rivers. That's what He created them for, right? Now going back to the burgers. So lucky, let me get back to the video. Right, going back to this video, right? With the different meats that they mix everything together, all the pork and all these different things, you know. They wouldn't say that it had pork in it, right? We got pork and different part of pork. They also realize that pork, the fat of the pork and all these things is good. It's a good thing to use to bind meat together and any other little things they try, right? Because they also have pork in toothpaste, they have pork in what you call it, marshmallow, all these things, right? And these are the things that these devils do, right? They deceive the world. Job 9 and 24, right? The hands is given into the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, you know, and they cover the faces of the judges thereof, right? All these things here, you know, they did a lot of wickedness, you know. People who want to drink the Welsh, you know, the Welsh drinks, you know, you never thought, you know, and you're thinking that have berries in these things and these things healthy, you know, they put pork in it, you know. Doritos, you know, contains pork, you know. Your gummy bears, your Kool-Aid. This is just pure wickedness. This is just pure wickedness. Your Cheetos, your McDonald's, your nuggets, these things have pork in it, right? And your chicken nuggets now, to make a chicken nuggets, right? It's different process you have to go through, right? To different process you had to go through. Sometimes you use flour water in a kind of way to bind the meat and the chicken together in order to fit not to separate in that way, right? But these wicked elites and them, what they decide to do, they decide to use the pork fat, right? And these kind of substance from the pork to bind the meat together from the chicken, right? These are just wickedness, right? Also, when it is eating your pudding, right? Those who like pudding and bread, the pudding is basically the blood of the pig, right? These are just wickedness these devils do. A lot more stuff here. Can't really see the writing that well, you know. But you know, you see the bag, you know, you showing you the cup, showing you the guitar, the violin, you know, the ball, you know, the even the football and all our pork. The football must be made with pork skin. This is just even a cleaning detergent. This is a reason why it is this world had to go. This is the reason why this place had to go. Right? There's a big reason why it is this place had to go. Right? So as I spoke about the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Right? Who's the wicked? As we always speak about, you know, the wicked is the Edom, you know, the so-called white man, right? The head banking families, the people who run this earth, the ones who controlling all the butcher shops and all these places, right? Controlling the food that you eating, right? It reads here, Psalms 58:1, right? Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Look what verse 3 say here. The wicked are strayed from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, right? And this speaking lies here, this also goes into a video I want to show. The same fellow which is I talk about the Edomite. The Edomite man, what's his name again? Finkelstein, you know, Abraham Finkelstein. Let's hear the wickedness that he's speaking, right? Right, this is with this devil here, right? Abraham Finkelstein, right? He had an interview. He brought out a lot of insight on how they does the Illuminati and how they took over America and other places, and how Christopher Columbus was with them and whatnot, right? All these different things he spill out, right? And how it is you're getting unclean meats, right, in your household, right? In your sausages and in your burgers and in your salami and all these different things, right? Let's check it out.
I'm believing anything. Well, we've got masses have a hard time believing anything. Well, we've done a great brainwashing job on them over the centuries, and especially the last few hundred years. We've just brainwashed them completely. They believe anything we tell them. And, in the meantime, we have a lot of fun around Passover where we steal their children. And, I know you know because I've heard it on your show before. I mean, we steal 100,000 to 300,000 children a year just here in this country. And we drain the blood and we mix it with the Passover bread. and then we throw the bodies into the slaughterhouses that we own, and we grind up all the bodies in the sausage and the hamburger. McDonald's is one of our favorite outlets.
Right? And I see you saw that I also showed the one with the pig, right? What it have pork in and whatnot. And he's saying McDonald's is also one of his favorite their favorite outlets that like to take stuff. So you eating human flesh, human, all kind of different things you eating. Right? And it goes back into the same video from the beginning. Where they're taking meat and from different parts of the world, you know, from overseas and whatnot, and grinding it up and making burger patties with it, right? This is just wickedness, right? This is why this place had to go.
And the people, they eat it for breakfast, they eat it their children for lunch, and you know, us Jews, you know, we gotta do what we do. The most important thing to remember between you, Pastor Wickstrom, and me, Rabbi Abby Finkelstein of New York, that we both have two fathers, and so that's why we look at the world in two different ways. And we know that there's a massive collision that's going to take place between two forces, don't we? Well, that's what your book says. Our book says that we're going to take over the world.
And this is something that Satan does deceive them with. And who controls Satan? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? Because Satan works for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? He sent him to deceive these Edomites, to have them believing that they have rulership forever. But what it says in let me see if I could get it here. I'm gonna go to this one. What it says in 2nd Esdras 6 and 9, boy. Yeah. It says here in 2nd Esdras 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, right? Meaning his rulership is coming to an end. Right? That's why in the book of Revelation it also has the devil will come down to you having great wrath, because you know that he have a short time, because he know, these devils know right now that they don't have time again they don't have enough time to continue ruling, right? That's why they're bringing out so much different things and coming out with cashless society and whatnot, and want to push this MOTB, right? They want to push all these things, right? What it says here, for Esau is the end of the world, so it's the end of his rulership, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, right? Which is Jacob going into Israel, right? The so-called your Negroes, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and your Native Americans, right? Which are scattered on the four corners of the earth today. Right? We all look like the other nations, right? We all look like the other heathen nations. And time is coming up. But it starts with the elect, the 144,000, right? And the 144,000 have to gather the rest of the elect, which is that is going to make up the whole of the 1/3 of Israel, right? But the 2/3 of Israel is going to die on this side. Right? But enter back into the kingdom of heaven in the right mind, right? So as it says here, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, right? I go back to him here.
Well, I look at you doing a pretty good job right now. Yes, you've done a pretty good job. Well, I look at you. Your book says, our book says that we're going to take over the world. Well, I look at you doing a pretty good job right now. Yes, you've done a pretty good job, but
and it's true, they did a very, very good job, you know, because who caused them to, who allowed them to do that good job? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai orchestrate all of that, because these devils believe that they have all this understanding, which they don't. Right? So in Job 12 and 16, it reads here, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his, right? So he controls, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai controls both, right? He controls both good and evil, right? He controls everything, right? So with all of that there, with this devil here, right? With this devil here, they push all these wickedness, right? All these wickedness they push, all these lies they push. You know, have you believing that, you know, you're getting real chicken to eat, and they put in litter in it. You know, your sausages and all these things you're eating that have these things in it, right? All your soft drinks and your soda, your lollipop, your ice cream, all these different things you're eating is defiled, right? I really hope I could make this video a little longer. I'm going to the book of Leviticus and whatnot, but I feel I go put down scriptures in the description at the bottom, right? So with that, I would like to give our praises and glory unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Kodash, the bananas, the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the fully elect. I hope this lesson was edifying. I will say a bad ball, DTA, Shalom.